scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. The return man here, TJ Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in Week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Now, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Wide open receiver complete. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. Oh, now he bowls him over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. Caught here by Griffin. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Cousins on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Leave it, Ringo.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Prescott to throw it. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Jack able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On second down, Collins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Good hard. 180. Hey, Oscar. Black, 82.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Two. Hot. 180.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On play action, Prescott going deep here for Stills. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
48. Hey, flipper. Hey, steamer. Where's the hot?
Second down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
46, 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good. Go ahead. Watch the safety crease.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go. Any energy. Jahan, Andy. Rhino. Tighten up. Wait, Jahan.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Jahan, on Andy.
They go with a fullback line, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Any energy.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Off the play fake, Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return will stop right around the 25. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Bring the energy.
Here's Collins, and he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This is Collins on the handoff. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, now here we go.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, eluding the tackle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Good.
Prescott off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Play action now. Prescott. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And again, it's Collins. Powers over.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
They pitch it out to Collins. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
We got 3. Rhino! Shift. Place a hot.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now we give to Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Black.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. He juked him. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now Jones. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jason Pierre-Paul not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Prescott now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Bolton. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
right, here we go.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Bengals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.